Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Vols will kick it away to start. Coming out with it, it's Perry. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Auburn's offense will go to work first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Shoots it to the left. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll keep it himself. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Davis. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Simmons. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make...
Grabs it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is... And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Butler. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Volunteers will hustle to the line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Rides the back and leaves it. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
To the ground. He's got it again. Sweet cut there. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push.
He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Still running at the 40. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Makes the grab. It's Perry.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's McGowan. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw to keep the drive alive.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Turner. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. He wants to throw it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Simmons. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Quickly complete. Got some room and under the goal line. Touchdown Auburn. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion.
On that two-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up two-point conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Sends it back in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Working on the right. There he goes. He's at the...
What are we doing?
And he'll house it. Touchdown Volunteers.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given. They're up by 7 over the Judicials. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pulls it in. It's Simmons. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
That's reeled in. It's McGowan. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Makes the catch. It's McGowan. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Auburn lines up quickly. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's McGowan. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tiger.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Under fire. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan-Hare.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah.
He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me,
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Volunteers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The sure hands, it's Simmons. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run for it on third and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole where you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
Quarterback extends the play. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
You don't have to make things complicated. You seize zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them after the catch is their specialty, can make some magic happen.
And the Volunteers in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Unloads quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Clement. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Here's a heat. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the running back made the catch along the sidelines, but he drifted out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Pulls it in on the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets to give. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to change this route. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Touchdown Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inch, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
From the gun, give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Butler. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. So here comes the Auburn offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them.
Brings him to the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity of this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. NC State is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up 14 over Cincinnati. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So here is the Tennessee offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Swings it out to his running back. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
So now it's 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
This one's complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to buy time. Got out of trouble and throws. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense, locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field, playing great defense.
They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Turning it on. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
safe. Yeah, no,